All right, what's going on, guys? We're here. We are live.
We made it.
We made it back with a second episode of our to be named show. What do you think about the Wild Stallion? Someone suggested that on Twitter. What do you think about the name of that show?
It sounds like something you'd give for erectile dysfunction. Honestly, that sounds like a
the
really
Wild
good
Stallion
and upgraded Viagra.
All right, well, guys, we still don't know what the name of the show is. Please send us some suggestions on Twitter, on Facebook, on Hulu,
please,
on Amazon, on Twitch.
We need you.
Anything. Please give us some names for
the
show.
It goes down in the DMs.
I've seen AJ's DMs. It does not go down in his DMs. But guys, we're here. We're out here right now. We're at the Rio for World Series of Poker 2016. It's about 1:30 a.m. We're recording the second episode so we don't lose our $5,000.
Can't do it. You can't do it.
I mean, we could, but we couldn't. We weren't going to be able to do it, basically. So we tried showing the view here. We're overlooking the. It's a very sick view. For some reason, they gave me a suite. I'm not sure why.
By the way, Joey's bathroom is as large as most people's houses.
Yeah, it really is. Place is sick.
There. If you guys want to rent that out, we might Airbnb it. Keep it going.
We might, man. We might. But guys, like I said, second episode of our to be named show. It basically is going to be covering some of the current happenings in poker Twitter, in the poker world, online, live. We're not exactly sure of the format, what it'll be yet. But we had to get the second episode out, so we're here. We appreciate all the feedback people left us over on Reddit.
It was
on
really
2+2. We got a lot of great suggestions, and we're going to be implementing some of them this week. And once we get back in our own little home bases, then we'll be able to get after it. But please keep sending us feedback.
Yep.
And yeah, the goal is to just be able to deliver sort of I wrote about this something on my site, One Poker Life, and the goal is to help people be engaged in what's happening in the poker world.
Bring
and
them in.
Right, my sort of just keep them into it, because I know a lot of older poker players who they simply can't really keep up with what's happening in poker because there's no real easy piece of content, of video, of written that people are used to going to take in the information. So that's sort of the goal behind the show. I mean,
we'll be your portal.
We'll be your black hole. We'll be your black hole to what's happening. Is a black hole?
Don't you want to be here? I think it's like a white. Maybe. No, wait, whoa, no racism. Whoa. We're gonna get onto that. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not. Hey, you're getting ahead of this stuff on Twitter. Outrage.
Out of line.
Yeah, so we'll see what the show's gonna be. But basically, one of the goals is to just help keep people informed, engaged, up to date on what's happening in the poker world. And who better than myself and my buddy AdrianFenix to deliver it to?
Happy to be here.
So, all right. So first, we're going to talk about WSOP 2016. Adrian, you finally made it out here.
I did.
Are you excited to be here?
I'm very excited to be here. Already worn down after a couple days. You can probably tell by my face. Vegas, I can see why you're...
Yeah, I've been here 2 weeks. On my video, if you guys are watching my video blogs, you know I'm getting out of line ridiculously.
Yeah. No, it's easy to do that here, it seems. It's just a lot of chaos. I mean, I haven't been here for like 5 years for a reason. But here I am. It feels like it's the right decision, but sometimes it doesn't. Yeah,
I think World Series Poker is kind of the biggest thing happening in poker right now. So I think we always think about the people that are here, but I know there's thousands of people around the world that are sort of watching from afar. They're creeping in the shadows. They're watching Snapchats, Instagrams, Facebook, Twitters.
Yeah.
That's how they're dreaming about being here one day.
It's true. This is what dreams are made of. And one of the things that I've heard is that my good friend Joey is playing a $25K tournament tomorrow.
We're excited.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, as you know, I'm a professional tournament player now.
Yeah,
I've retired from cash games because I went deep in the PLO 6 Max tournament, the 3K.
Yeah.
Then I played the 10K PLO. I enjoyed that. I played the $2,000 mega satellite to the high roller PLO 25K event last night. Ended up chopping that somehow. We did some sort of sick live pro swindle deal. I don't know what they
How many ways did you guys chop?
12 packages.
What?
16 people paid out. They worked. I feel like I got live pro'd a little bit here. Some guys, I don't know exactly.
Swindled.
I don't know what they did, but the live pros got a way of talking you into shit that you might not normally accept. So we got the live pro on, and I'm happy. We made money. The buy-in was $2K. I ended up getting $18,500 in lammers. And then, so 25K PLO is going to be tomorrow. I'm very excited for that, and I'm definitely going to win this motherfucker.
And we're calling everybody that's ever watched this show to be on the rail if he does end up going deep. We're going to have the whole Rio packed with Poppy fans. You can make some signs, some, you know what to write on them, Poppy and whatnot.
Hola, como moza.
Get out there.
Luna Koski.
Support the cause, guys.
Gracias, mitos.
It's huge. It's going to be huge.
All right, guys, so when I make the final table, I expect to see you all there. What are your plans for World Series of Poker 2016, Adrian?
It seems like survival's actually the
I'm telling you, man. That's the theme of my video blogs. It's day by day surviving out here. It really is.
I'm riding roller coasters, enjoying my time with my Colombian doctor wife, and I'm happy to be here. It's pretty much it. Taking it day by day. Joey's on the hour-by-hour plan right now, keeping it moving.
That's what it is, man. We had the Upswing Poker Party the other night. That was very fun. Doug Polk, Ryan Fee, Matt Coletta put on a nice party at the Encore Players Club.
Shout out to make it. I'm sorry, but I hope to see you guys soon.
Some of the all-time podcast greats were there. Mason Malmuth was there. My buddy TT, Steve McLaughlin, and the former Aria N boss, Adam Altweiss, were in the house. Met a lot of fans out there of Upswing Poker. Met a lot of fans of the podcast. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that I did get to meet there and interact with. I got a lot of love for the podcast, a lot of love for all the videos. If you were there, I'm sure you would have got some love, but you couldn't be bothered, and that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Couldn't make an appearance. You're big time. I got it. I understand, Adrian. Okay?
Definitely not that. I'm sorry, though. I'll make it next time.
All right, man.
We'll make something happen.
Well, let's get into some of these topics this week, because so last week we covered some topics, and we're going to do a little update on the Jason Mercier situation. But the first thing that's been kind of, on the ground floor. I got a bit unique perspective, because I'm actually hanging out with a lot of people out here. I'm talking with them. I'm going to Canada Day parties. I'm not partaking in extracurricular activities with some of them. I'm not really drinking that much, although I am unretired from drinking now, so I'm drinking again. But this has been a topic I've been hearing around the Rio, and I've been hearing about around the poker world is Cate Hall, friend of the podcast, friend of my own, guest of the podcast, somebody that we all enjoy. We love to hear from.
Female player,
successful player, successful player, Adrian.
Whoa,
independent of female, as I've learned in 2015, 2016.
What am I doing?
But recently, she made a comment on Twitter talking about how 3 60-year-old and older players.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Super on PC, dude.
A couple older PC, players dude. were replaced at the table by some younger people, and there was a Pokernews op-ed article. It wasn't really an article about her. It was 5 thoughts by Marty Derbyshire. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Marty, by the way. And he wrote something in the second piece, which had to do with Cate Hall and how basically it was sort of how would you describe it?
Well, he called her out He called her out like a laser beam, pretty harshly, a little bit harshly about hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy? How so? What was the overall theme of what he was trying to say?
He was stating, and I'm not certain about this being the case, but that Cate Hall is one of those social justice warriors that kind of fires shots at people making certain flavor of remarks that go outside the boundary of what is deemed acceptable, and that she herself dropping these elderly bashing comments. Mm-hmm. Is getting way out of line here in her own, and he made it a little bit too specific and harsh perhaps, and it drew the outrage of the crowd.
No, they were outraged. If you guys don't follow poker Twitter,
they were mad.
Listen, you guys gotta get on poker Twitter for World Series Poker. Just make a Twitter account, follow some accounts, and Matt Glantz, Cate Hall.
Get on Twitter, guys. Still get on there. Get on there.
Yeah, because it's entertaining. To some degree, a little bit crazy, a little bit fun.
If you want to keep up with the poker realm outside of this show, the number one source for keeping up with things,
keeping up with the pokers, keeping up with the pokers. It could be the name of the show.
Keeping up with the.
It really could be. But anyway, okay. So the op-ed, right? So, I guess I understand where he's coming from. I've been hearing a little.
It's easy to get riled up about this. It's easy to get riled up about this.
I've been hearing a little rumblings. I've been hearing similar rumblings. I think Cate is a very vocal person when it comes to Twitter.
Okay.
She's very vocal about her opinions on one side or the other of the fence. Some people, I don't know, maybe feeling some type of way about it.
They do.
And maybe
people get up in their feelings about this.
They might be, and maybe that for whatever reason they're having conversations. Maybe Marty, being in the media, is having conversations with different people. I'm sure poker Twitter's been a popular topic over the World Series of Poker. He decides, I'm going to maybe relay some of these feelings, and then now it could be calling for his job. They could be. I don't think. Well, I know he's not going to lose his job because from talking with people at Pokernews.
But he clearly poked the beehive here. He took a stick, potted it right in there.
What do you think? Out of line or in line? What he said?
Whew, that's rough, man. He's. Clearly people are going to say that it's a little bit too harsh towards Cate Hall directly. She's not the only person that's made a quip about something or been vocal about other topics, and maybe it was a little bit unreasonable to just put her out on that pedestal and really
call her out.
Yeah, maybe it was a little too harsh. Maybe he could have approached it a little bit differently, but maybe his goal was to stir up some drama. Maybe this was.
You think a little branding? What do you think? This is a little.
It got his name out there, didn't it?
That's a good point.
There might be some next level stuff here.
You think he's ahead?
He might have been laughing about it. He might have been like, I knew exactly this was going to happen. Look at that. He even called it in his own thing. I think he expected a little bit of a reaction.
Little tinfoil hat on here, Poppy? You've been reading those 9/11 conspiracy theory
whoa. That's pretty on PC here, man. That's pretty on PC.
I don't know. I'm speculating. Maybe you're reading the forums. I guess I got to be honest with you. I read the piece a couple times. I don't really understand exactly what he's saying, what the problem is. I don't follow along too much with the battling online. I sort of like watch it from afar, but I don't really get too involved in one side or the other. I don't really care too much what's happening when it comes to the battles. I care about some of the issues being debated about because it certainly helps me learn. It helps me become educated on certain topics that I might not normally become educated about, and I enjoy that part of things. But the vicious debates back and forth, I tend to just...
Do you think we're going to get a reaction here on this discussion?
I mean, I don't care. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? You're going to come after me? Come on, man. Listen.
Are we next on the shooting block?
Email my boss. It's fine. Listen, email my boss. Tell him whatever you want to tell him. Demand my job. I don't care. It's boss. Hey.
Call my lawyer. Got nothing for you.
Ike's
is Ike here?
Ike's over there.
Ike's been hanging?
He's on the fucking couch.
Is Ike passed out right now?
He's on the little chair right now.
Ike, you got a tournament tomorrow. Ike.
No, he. My fire. Can I talk about? All right. Hollywood Haxton says I'm good, guys. You guys know he brought the beanbag chair over here to the Rio, so. But I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think I said anything.
Is Ike sleeping in the bathroom tonight?
See, what you'll notice is that, and this kind of goes into our next topic about Twitter outrage. I do a really good job of just not outraging anyone. I'm not.
I think that's because you smile. I think it's a smile.
You think so? You think if you smile and say things, people take it as like.
I think if you can tell that we're clearly being playful, you can't really get mad at it.
On Twitter, maybe you can't tell they're being playful.
Yeah, maybe there's just this gray like. This guy's, but to be fair, I don't think he's being playful. So
you don't think Marty's being playful?
I don't think so.
I like Marty though.
Okay.
I like Cate too. Turns out I like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's because
Cate seems cool.
I'm GT. Oh, when it comes to that was a good one. I don't even did we plan that one? I don't think so. No, I just like a lot of people in poker. I don't know. I don't really have. I think it's because I don't have a vicious opinion on one side or the other.
No, there's no need to be vicious here. There's just no need to be vicious.
But some people are vicious.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes to our next topic about Twitter outrage. So my friend Juan Liu recently tweeted something out about being afraid to say this, being afraid to say that. And I think that's sort of where things are going in the whole entire poker Twitter world is that you can't really like you want to make a joke about I'm even afraid to say we could joke. Want to make a joke about women in something?
Yeah, no.
Might get some heat. You want to make a joke about gay people, straight people?
Whoa.
Anyone, either one's. I don't know.
It's true though. There are some delicate topics.
You can't say anything.
Some fragile emotions.
You want to make it. You can't really say too much. It seems like, and now people are just going to get outraged by anything. What do you think, Adrian?
I think some people are bored. I mean, I think some of it is justified. It's hard for it not to be. I mean, some people are wrapped up. Their identity is this, and you come at it, they're going to defend it. That's their stance. But I think it is a little bit excessive at times. I think it's hard to disagree with that. I mean, sometimes somebody makes a playful joke and suffers way too many consequences.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
It just gets way out of line.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant, bro.
I want to be able to live in a world where I can joke around, have a good time, and just say things.
It ain't Twitter.
When it's not. But yeah, that's not the place.
It ain't Twitter for sure.
That's
it's
not
Facebook.
The place.
I don't know.
Maybe we need a different place. Maybe we create our own place.
Can we create our own place?
I think we could do that.
I was thinking about that, creating a forum with no like crazy people.
We could have our own app. We can have like our. Anyway, too much strat, man.
Too much strat.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like it's fun. I think I've heard a lot of people say they enjoy being on the rail. They don't enjoy being involved.
You sure?
I've heard a lot of people on both sides of some of the outrages say that they don't want to get involved in commenting because they don't want to be attacked by certain people who they feel like can't be reasoned with because once they set a stance on something, their stance is sort of in place. And I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Think it's
in everything there's going to be people that are on the extreme of certain sides.
Sure.
And usually, the people on that extreme are the ones where you're going to expect a reaction. If you don't want a reaction, you're not going to want to go there. But there's going to be other people that are like, listen, I accept the reaction. I'm going for it. I'm going to say what I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like well-known people doing this. There's lesser-known people doing this. There's like people that are known on Twitter, sort of, waiting for you to slip up and say something.
Oh, they're
wrong.
waiting.
So, yeah, it's certainly
they're
not
waiting
just
for the slip up.
It's like a wide spectrum of the people in the even like the people that randomly don't post. All of a sudden, like just now they're ready to get outraged about something because everyone else is getting outraged about shit. They're ready to.
But I think people like having fun with this too. Like deep down, even if there's like actual anger, people want something to do. People want something to do. So
People want to do things.
people gonna people, man.
People enjoy being people.
Yeah, people gonna people. People are people, man.
People are
We've
people.
discussed this years ago.
The thing is, we talked about this in length. People are
Yeah,
people indeed.
People are people.
All right, well, next topic, GPL Summer Series. So
Okay.
today I actually had a chance to go over to GPL headquarters
You made
here
a
in Las
pretty
Vegas.
legendary pop in there.
Wait, what do you mean?
Say.
What are you talking about?
Well, I believe I caught you being discussed multiple times on the stream, and they even flashed the camera towards you where a certain incident might have taken place. I don't know if I should go into
Another
exact
story,
details.
another story for another time, puppy. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. I was by GPL headquarters. Get shout out to my boy Alex Dreyfus. I got to watch the Jungle Man and Xuan Lu play heads up in the cube. My first time seeing this cube in person. I have to say, I was very entertained.
It looks sick.
Watching it in person, it was fun. There was flashing lights. They couldn't see outside of it. The stadium could have been a little bit cooler. But I understand, you're putting all the money into production. They can't necessarily afford things like air conditioning. The current cube.
Low-key shots being fired.
Well,
here.
I think
Are you a little too hot over there, Poppy?
I think they keep it hot in there because it makes them uncomfortable though. Maybe it's
Next
like
level?
design design. I
Next
think it is.
level?
Yeah, they want to keep people uncomfortable.
I will say that it looked really sick. I mean, it looked
The
very
broadcast.
professional.
This
The broadcast was
is your
awesome.
first time ever seeing a GPL broadcast on
No,
Twitch?
I've kept up. Honestly, the Jungle Man ones, people link me.
You've kept up to the GPL.
A little bit.
Name two teams names.
Wow. I know Montreal and. Okay, no, you got me. New York. I don't know. I don't
Name
know.
7 people in the GPL.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
We got my man Jungle Man.
Okay.
We got Fedor. We got Mercier. We got
Okay.
Xuan Lu.
Okay.
We got Mike McDonald, Timex.
Okay.
Casino Timex. We got Scott Ball. Shout out to Twitch.
Shout out to my boy Rum Cakes.
Jason Lovely.
Okay. Is he in the GPL?
Yeah, Montreal.
Okay.
Repping for Montreal.
Okay.
French Dog.
All right. You got me there. Okay, good.
No,
I'm happy. I'll give you an easy question.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Point
Thank
is-
you. I'm glad it wasn't 15 because I might have not got the 15. Oh, yeah, Aaron Paul. Shout out to Breaking Bad's best character.
Point being is that I'm not sure how well the GPL is doing with poker players, with actual poker players. And I'm not necessarily sure if the target audience right now is those poker players in Season 1, but it feels like, and maybe this is because it's also online and now everyone's at the World Series of Poker, a lot of the people I've been having conversations with getting opinions about the GPL, maybe it's just hard to necessarily keep up because it's on Twitch, because the standings, maybe it's just not ingrained, and maybe this is going to take a couple years before it becomes something that's more mainstream. Right now they're building up an audience on Twitch. Maybe that's the main goal, to build that audience just up on the Twitch format. And then
Do you think they need to attack other mediums to promote this a little differently?
I'm just not sure, because I'm just not sure exactly what they could be doing about it right now differently to gain the actual poker player interest. And I say actual poker player I define that by professional poker players, people who make a living playing poker. And I think there is some interest from those people right now when certain matches are on, and maybe that's like a normal sport. Maybe certain matches are more interesting than other matches.
I think Jungle Man single-handedly adds a lot of value.
Jungle Man's fucking great. What
He had some classic episodes on there so far.
He definitely has. Versus Elke, versus Nano, today versus Schwan.
Dude,
you got to see a little sexual tension in the queue
there
for the
was.
first time.
There was some pheromones.
Yeah, it was. I think the GPL is going to be successful. It's just going to take a couple years. It's going to take a couple years for it to gain. They have a booth here at the World Series of Poker. I think it's going to take a couple years to people understand what the GPL is, find out about it, and for them to get their footing. But I enjoyed the cube. I think I don't know how the live event will work on a mass scale, similar to esports, but
I think it's got potential to evolve into something epic for sure.
Yeah.
If it's played right. I mean, it looked really cool today.
Who's your favorite GPL player?
Jungle Man.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
There's no one close right now in the entertainment scale.
Been working out too.
Jungle Man?
Got those arms, man. I don't know.
He's getting ripped.
I mean, Pop B's level, but I mean, he's putting on some size. He ain't looking a little small, you know.
Shout out to Jungle Man.
Shout out to Jungle Man. What we got to say about GPL? Anything else you want to add about GPL?
I think we're good.
All right, Mercier update. So Jason Mercier, someone we talked about last week, has these bracelet bets.
Yeah.
Been making some deep runs, but it don't look like he's going to
Not
be
there
able.
yet. Not
I don't
there
think
yet.
he's going to be able to do it, man.
It's not easy.
If it's you sure?
I mean, it's not easy to get that third one. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty challenging.
It's not, but he is. What you said? He's what in the WSOP rankings?
I think he's currently Player of the Year in World Series of Poker.
number 3 on the GPI.
Number 3 on the GPI. What's
Number
that
one
mean?
being...
What does that mean? What does number 1 3 on GP? I mean,
I don't even know how they...
I don't know what that means.
But I know
honestly,
he's there.
hey,
and
yeah.
young Prince Fedor Holtz being at number 1 right there.
Ah, the young...
Going back to our discussion of who you'd rather be, I don't know. Which
The
scale do
young
you take?
Prince. I know some people. Yeah, the last question we posed last week said,
Yeah.
"Would you rather be Fedor Holtz, aka the Young Prince, or would you rather be Jason Bad Rag Mercier?"
Yeah.
And it seemed
I
like
think we got more feedback towards Fedor.
definitely more feedback towards Fedor, and that makes sense. That makes sense.
A little bit, yeah. But there were some Mercier
I
supporters.
think they said Mercier maybe a little bit, down to earth, maybe a little bit
more stable.
a little more stable, maybe a little. I mean, is he? Can he be?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Why is I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Well, I enjoyed the feedback. We have a question for them this week, by the way.
Ooh.
Actually, I got a question that's going to come up in the future episode segment. We're going to actually be able to tell us a winner of a competition. There's going to be a. Let's just get to the last topic here. So Justin Bonomo, recently on the podcast.
Yeah, and that Rungood is confirmed.
Podcast Rungood's confirmed. He's currently
ship leader in a 50K.
The 50K Players Championship's down to 6 players. Final table takes place tomorrow. He's been ship leader basically the entire time, and he's ship leader today.
I think people should start paying you a lot of money to be on the podcast.
I was actually thinking about that
because you're giving away a lot of equity here.
I know. Think about how good I run from being on the podcast because I do the podcast.
Yeah, well, tomorrow's 25K will confirm that.
I think so. So Bonomo, we're going to be staying up to date on that. We're going to be staying up to date on if Mercier will win his 3rd bracelet. We don't know if it will happen, but my suspicions are he won't.
Quote. You don't think he's going to do it?
No.
You're going to bet against him.
Not betting anything.
You know where that got people so far.
Yeah, it's gotten them money right now because they're not going to lose anything, correct?
I don't
it's got
know.
them fucking drama. That's what it's got them in.
Okay. We'll see. We'll be keeping up with that. But
future episodes, what's our plan, Poppy?
Well,
So this is our second one. Are we going to try to make this a weekly thing?
I believe so, and we might actually be acquiring some sponsors. We're going to be in talks.
Sponsors?
We might.
My God.
We're not. Listen.
This
I know
episode-
right away.
This episode is sponsored by Durex.
No, we're not going to be talking like that, but we will have little icons perhaps.
Dude, they have to be things that we use.
We things we believe in.
This next episode will be sponsored.
We're not going to be sponsored by
Pornhub.
Well, we can't just name drop brands like that without
Not for
getting paid
free?
for it. No,
Like
but unhealthy foods type things, we're not going to promote like evil things. Well, debatably.
We're promoting. Yeah?
We'll see. But
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited for some feedback, guys. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. We're going to try to keep this format between 15 and 25-minute episodes. We're going to do we got some other ideas to make it, try out some things here in the near future for episodes.
Editing will be a little bit...
yeah, we're going to hire a professional at some point in time. Right now, we're traveling.
We needed to get
don't.
this knocked out to not lose thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but we got a little bonus segment here. People are going to stay tuned. We're actually going to have a World Series of Poker from 2 Latin women's perspective at their first World Series of Poker.
Yes.
So let's get their opinion on this and find out what they think. All right, guys. This next segment and the last segment of this episode will be sponsored by Latin America.
Yes.
Latin America, where you can meet the Latin woman of your future. Currently joining us now, we have Sisily
and Vanessa.
And Vanessa are in the house right now. And guys, so we're going to ask you, what is your impressions of the World Series of Poker being women from Latin America and being sponsored by this week's sponsor, Latin America themselves?
Let us know your thoughts so far from what you've seen.
It's really interesting. I feel like there's a lot of very intenseness going on in the room. So it's really
Almost
interesting.
like people are doing it for a living.
Yeah.
It means something to them.
Yeah, for
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's good. It's been a really good experience. And I don't know, Vanessa, what do you think?
It's huge. I didn't know that this poker was that big and that
I know.
important.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that. But it's
I don't know anything about poker either.
no, I don't even know how to play. Nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
What do you guys think about the players maybe you've seen walking around at the Rio?
A lot of hoodies.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of hoodies.
Yeah.
Como los hoodies de...
Yeah.
Ajá.
Sí, yo pensé que hablabas de que estaban lindos y yo, ¿sí?
No. Ninguno.
It's getting out of line really quick.
Que las
Papi.
muchas, que las no las michas, que las molas solo
Papi.
con la mota.
Yes,
See?
papi, whatever you say.
Were there a lot of poppies there?
Well, there's you.
That's it.
Oh.
Is that it?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, that's it.
Any other
Any other
thoughts?
thoughts at all?
Any other? Would you like to add?
We don't know anything about poker.
Latin America, listen, Latin America pays us a lot of money for this segment, okay?
Seriously,
You gotta give them
this was-
something more than that.
This was 5 figures from Latin America.
Yeah,
so
Latin America wired money to AJ's account for the second
What do you
episode
get?
for this,
We
this
need a
segment.
little bit more here, guys.
They're paying for the suite here at the Rio.
What do we say? It's really, I don't know, it's really important. I don't know, it's been like a really good experience. It's different.
Yeah, that's
We don't
true.
really, okay, so we don't really, poker's not like a thing in our countries. I'm Cuban and she's Colombian. So poker's not like a thing. Like we didn't grow up playing poker. Like we respect it and people seem to love it and it feels so good. And there's a lot of massages too.
So I was giving you a massage in honor of the World Series of Poker masseuses.
I like
Okay.
that. I mean, I don't know. A lot of like people really focus a lot of hours that go into it. A lot of thinking and strategic planning, and I'm getting boring right now because I know shit about this. So
You're
That's
doing
it.
well. You're doing well.
People
Yeah.
have been asking about you, Sisily, as well, through the last video blog you were on.
oh, have they?
Yeah?
What have they been asking
They
about?
said, where's that girl that says, hey, Poppy?
Hey, Papi, I'm right here.
What's your overall take on Vegas, baby, from what you've seen?
Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
I love
It's
Vegas.
big. It's like too many people. I mean, crazy people. Everyone is drinking all the time. It's crazy.
Just
like,
what?
How would you describe your last night?
was too much. I had too much alcohol. It was crazy, and I was crazy. I won't do that ever again.
Well,
Nothing.
never.
Nothing. No.
Like on the floor
No.
crazy.
No.
Like
Yeah.
on the floor crazy.
I would never do
Confirmed.
that. Never.
Whoa.
But you came here to have fun, so you're in Vegas.
That's true, but
So I have to do it again
no.
with me.
Okay.
And them.
Just one
I'm in.
time.
it's going. So we got some pool parties to hit up. We got
Yes,
some-
I want to go to a pool party.
So
I'm
Yeah.
ready
she's
for
quickly
it.
going back on
Yeah.
what she just said.
Turn it
Yeah.
into an online news segment.
getting
for
really
sure.
out.
All right, guys, that's it.
Happy
Bonus
to be here.
segment. Happy to be here.
Shout out to our future sponsors and
No, we're not. I'm sick of these sponsors. I'm ready to fucking. I don't want no more
Okay.
sponsors, man. I hate
Okay.
these guys. Latin America. I mean, I like Latin America.
What? You better like Latin America.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye,
Adios.
papis.
Bye.
Mwah.